Hello and welcome back. If you're watching the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're watching live, don't forget to follow the channel, potentially subscribe. Maybe you have one of those Bezo bucks where you get one free gift or one free Twitch Prime sub, so long as you have an Amazon Prime account that's linked to the Twitch account. But anyways, the snake successfully smothers Dorzin into unconsciousness. And Kuma, as everyone else is running to escape, you see the shackled entity starting to rip out from the body in an ethereal form, but the arms of the creature are stuck in the arms of Dorzin as they lift up and then just fall back to his lap. The creature unable to leave.
I'm going to yell at the group. It worked.
How do we? Oh, great.
It's trying to move through the ethereal, but it's stuck on the arms.
Well, at least we've got it contained for now.
We gotta figure out how to get it out.
Can we let Mary finish?
Yeah.
She was talking.
Sorry.
Yeah, I was just about to say, Jimmy. But for now, I think we'll need to leave Dorson as its captor for a little time before we figure out how to either get the spirit into someone else, one of those prisoners that S mentioned maybe, or preferably bound without possessing someone. But Kuma, what did you say? Was it a Fey spirit?
It looks elven in nature. Also, Jimmy, you could probably get out of the ball now.
It like pops the instant he mentions that.
I'd also
Doesn't
recommend
last that long.
I'd also recommend hiding the diamond, since we probably want to keep that.
By the way, I'm just dropping Parmal.
Oh, good call. It would have hurt you at least one more time.
Yep.
Ooh, good damage. 7.
Can I use uncanny dodge against that because I drop it at the same time?
Ow! Like, yeah. It's just...
Well, I suppose the next thing to do is to inform Trent that the being is successfully bound to Dorzin at the moment.
Why don't we at least... No, we need to let someone who's more experienced with these matters know.
Willie looks back. Were you about to say you're right?
No.
It sounded like it.
Although, technically, it's on this plane right now.
Can I send the snakes to chase Willie? Like,
Oh, he'll
like,
run the
look
fuck
like they're
away,
going
yeah.
to... Yeah.
The moment they move in his direction. Nope. So.
Is the spirit doing anything else now that it can't escape?
You see it lingering on the surface of him now, not fully inside, trying to leave, and just snarling at you. Now, previously, when I described it as elvish, roll me a nature check, Kuma, now that you're looking at it much more closely and without the threat of dying.
I would use my session inspiration.
Sure. I mean, it definitely has sharp features. Pointed ears.
I can see where the elvish part comes from. It does have pointed ears, sharp features.
Can I ask something?
Yeah.
Mary, why couldn't it go into you?
Oh, you know.
Did it like bounced off of you and then me? Why did it bounce off of you?
Well, you know, I'm just a slippery type of person, I guess.
But No, that doesn't make sense. The magical. Jimmy looks on Mary's person closely and tries to evaluate what she has on her.
You have the proof against detection for magical means thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's okay. I'm
yeah.
smart. I'm going to investigate.
Yeah. Roll an investigation as you're looking. Yeah.
I don't need magical means.
Yeah. 14's not high enough to see through her stuff. I mean, she keeps her things well hidden. As a rogue who steals things.
The ring can be invisible if I wanted to, so.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, Mary is looking her over. She doesn't seem to have many things that are very predominantly magical or anything like that on her. And, like, yeah, it's kind of astounding.
Mary, have you ever been given something that you weren't aware of?
Well, I don't suppose the people knew that they gave it to me, but... And I was very much aware of it, but... No, I don't think so, Jimmy.
If this thing can't affect you... Just trying to figure out if there's a way that we can take that property and apply it to Dorzen.
Hey. Oh, hi. Oh. Hey, everyone. Oh. Do you mind if I stop running around in circles for, like, a couple days?
Yeah.
All right, Trent's on his way.
I mean, if Sylvan lets you, you can always just ride around on one of the snakes.
So,
Ooh.
just to address that, Jimmy, that might not be... Well, it might work, I suppose. Okay, fine, I'll let you know. I've got this kind of ring that wards my mind from intrusion and stuff like that. At least to some extent.
Oh, really? Is
don't
that
see
why
the
you never
ring, though.
answer me when I try sending you a message?
Yeah, that must be it. Sorry, Hedge.
It makes sense now. I thought for the longest time you didn't like me, but yeah, that makes sense.
No, I like you. Of course I do.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah, who wouldn't? You're such a handsome man, you know.
Hey, no. All right, so who's it in right now? What the fuck is snakes for days?
So
Why are there snakes in this plane?
No.
I was about to pull that one myself.
I approve of that one.
This man! Boo him!
No.
The crystal goes into Boom's bag, and I walk over and I pick up Pyramol and attempt to put that into the bag as well.
Pyramol didn't hate you the last time you actually tried interacting with it, right?
It didn't hate me, no. It was content.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, you go and pick it up. It goes.
Did arts and crafts.
Yeah, you try picking him up. Bring
I
me
swung
back
it once,
to my
and it
wheel.
didn't burn me. It was just like, okay, we'll see what you got, kid.
Yeah,
and then it was like, okay, you don't got it, kid.
James, bring me back to Dorzen.
Yeah, we're going to bring you back to him. But there is going to be just a short period, and as I'm saying that, he's going.
Don't put me on a hold. Please don't.
Time out.
Did I see Pyramol burn Mary?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, Pyramol did not like Mary.
Huh. Wonder
How
why,
can you evaluate somebody when you can't read them?
Wonder why Pyramol burned Mary but didn't burn you, Jimmy.
I have gloves. Jimmy holds up the shredded glove with blood stains all over it now.
You do realize there's nothing left of that glove.
Mary,
What?
can I see your hands?
Why?
Cure wounds, second level.
Oh, thanks.
I don't say anything. I just cast it after you give me your hands.
All right, so Trent's on his way.
I
Cool.
I mean, yeah, if still lets you just take a break on one of the snakes.
So wait, the thing is on Dorzen, right?
Yeah, if you can see into the ethereal, you can see it's trying to escape, but the shackles are
I
stopping
can't do
it.
that. I don't know if you noticed, but when things are here, got it. When they're not here, I don't got it.
Yeah.
Here, I'm just gonna prompt this in case he wakes up. I put my immovable rod in like a angled position between the ground and Dorzen's back with his shackles behind it, and I click the button.
Oh, so he can't move past it.
He can't even, nope, unless he is going to rip
Dislocate,
his back
yeah.
apart.
Yeah, he'd have to
Lock
dislocate
it.
his shoulders to like roll it out of that region. Yeah, I got you.
Soren, yeah, you still have the collar on your wrist, I suppose.
Oh no, if I would have probably tossed that away if I realized it was on me, and I'm observant, so.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'd go and pick it up then after.
There you go. Mary still has it. Oh, that looks like really. Oh, I didn't know you're into that type of stuff. No, thank you.
What?
Oh, I'm not judging yet. I mean, to each their own. You gotta have fun with it. But no, thank you. You guys actually have a lot of those. Looks at Dorzen, looks at those.
Looks at Willie's that shirt.
Gimp suit. Just.
Looks at all of Soren's snakes.
You guys are good friends, eh?
The best.
Yeah, they are.
Friendship comes with many benefits.
Can't hear you, Jimmy.
God damn it.
I still can't hear you.
I don't think he's talking to us.
It looks like he's talking to us.
It looks like. Hey, Jimmy, I don't think your mic's
Working
picking
now.
up on what you're
Yeah, there it
it
goes.
is.
Jimmy yells best friends as he is taking off Dorzen's magical equipment, so he doesn't gain any benefits while he's possessed.
And given the fact that you are fully aware of everything Dorzen has, considering you've either made it or have identified it, you take off everything of his.
And
My
put
hit
it in.
points go back to normal because I got knocked out.
Yep.
So Dorzen, you're effectively naked with the exception of your, normal clothes.
Oh, no, he's wearing a snake.
Snake skin suit.
So,
Snake's got a Dorzen plush.
what's gonna happen here? I'm not really quite sure. Oh, allow me to answer that. Trent, over by the door, begins walking inside.
Hey, Trent.
Guten Nacht. How are you?
Well, we got the entity bound inside Dorzen right now. It's definitely
Wonderful. So,
been trying to escape, but the shackles seem to be binding it.
yes, and as I believe it, all of you were against the idea of allowing a noble sacrifice of one's life for this entity.
If possible to avoid it.
Okay.
Because right now it is definitely still seething, but it looks like it's calming down a bit.
Oh, that looks very monstrous indeed.
Yeah, it looks elvish, but I can't place it.
I think it might be Fey instead of Celestial. So,
That
So how do I
creature
spell?
is abyssal in nature.
oh,
Yes, the sharpened fangs that it has, the maul across the edges, how its Feyish ancestry is clearly corrupted in some form or manner means it must be from a plane that is adept to corrupting individuals that spend too long there.
So that means it was double possessed by a celestial and an abyssal creature.
That is correct.
or this celestial creature turned into one.
That is also an option. Very astute from all of you. He just walks past you all. Actually, I should probably bust out his token.
Well, does he have official art token in the book?
Not in the
Good
book, I don't think.
question.
I think he does have a
He's a
bit of
major
art.
character. I'd be surprised if they didn't give him
Well,
one.
he's a major character in their story. It doesn't mean.
That's Well, he's the head of the magic of the power faction in Wild.
I mean, there is artwork of him, and it does look good in terms of how he looks like a complete slime ball. But
Yeah,
mean, I don't think-
but there's none official for the book, so I can't really use that. So I'm just going to use one of mine. Oh, this looks like somebody nobody would like. Here we go. There we go.
Oh, it looks like
oh, Carl.
Got that condescending look about him.
yeah.
No, I don't know. I don't dislike it. It's just
So it's weird. In my brain, I always thought of Trent as Hojo from Final Fantasy VII.
that's fair.
I do have this idea that if the entity is still possessing doors, and it seems to only be able to traverse through the ethereal when it's possessing someone, because of those shackles, it can't do that. So it might be more inclined to talk to us now, rather than trying to rip and tear its way through all of us.
Yes, that is. I am wondering if something would happen. All of you keep him sedated for the time being, please.
All right. If he starts to stir, I'll bonk him on the head.
Good. Mary Hedge, would you mind watching over as well? Just in case.
Right, of course.
Thank you very much. And he waves his hand, and you all watch as a book slides out from his sleeve, opens in front of him, and he begins casting a spell. This is going to take me a little while, but let me try this out.
I really hope he doesn't look into Dorzin's memories.
Oh, second, yes. Apologize for any brain damage, Dorzin.
Don't worry, there's magic items for that.
There's so much shit Dorzin has seen that someone like Trent should not know about.
Wow, you guys are so presumptuous about him. He's been so helpful.
Yeah, Kuma's a nice buddy with him. Can't wait to go to a party.
He's been clearly lawful evil.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's
So-
wrong with that?
Exactly.
During the hour of a ritual, Dorzin begins stirring awake.
Bonk.
You
By
are.
the way, I think-
Yeah.
I was gonna say I think all my snakes are gone by now because it's conjure animals, which only last like 10 minutes.
1
I
hour.
think. 1 hour.
1
Oh,
hour
okay, so
concentration, but under this status, they're not concentration, which is so good. Oh my
well,
God,
that's only
I
when
would-
I get knocked out.
I would kamikaze myself for that shit. It's so good.
Right?
I'd rather not, but
I mean, sure, but you know, you have enough healers in your party. But yeah, they're all gone.
Yeah.
Dorzin, you come back. You begin coming back to consciousness, and gunk.
How long did you say it took, this whole thing?
About an hour. But he showed up
Alright.
about 10 minutes in. So yeah, short rest, people. Go ahead.
Thank
Other
Christ.
than Dorzin, you do not get short rest. You're not resting. Upon the
And-
completion of the ritual over an hour, you watch as a circle envelops around Dorzin and pulses with this magical glow of purplish blue aura that moves upwards in a cylinder and just caves off this area as it vibrates aggressively. All right. Do any of you have healing over a distance capable right now?
Did he say hearing or healing?
Healing.
I believe Willie does.
I can do a little
can-
bit.
I can as well.
Very well. One of you, please. Thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. Almost 1 year. Woo! Please try to heal Dorzin right now. And none of you touch the circle at all. If he starts acting up, I'll put him down.
Remember, you all add
Dorzin,
a
wake the fuck up.
D6, by the way, to your health rolls.
A d6? So 4.
Yeah, Song of Rest.
So 4. I usually roll it that you roll the d6 and everybody gets that amount.
Okay, yeah.
Just to make it a lot faster.
Yeah.
He shouldn't be able to move with the immovable rod in place.
Very good. Dorzin, you come back to consciousness, but it is not you in possession right now. It is the other entity. Well, look at you all. Just leaving me here. Trapped. Like that bitch did. Yes, I understand that usually people have a lot of malcontempt towards the individuals that capture them, but I assure you there's no hostility in effect towards that, just your actions in particular. Please act like an adult and suffer the consequences for your actions. This child dares to speak to me this way? First off, I am not a child. I am quite old. And yes, I dare to speak to you this way because, as I see it, your existence lingers in my possession. So I recommend that you be accommodating to us so that we can see if there's a way that we can come to a mutually beneficial understanding. And if we cannot, then we disperse of you. I am infinite, cursed to never die. Yes, well, there are things far worse than death, and I assure you that I am very capable of finding them, so please, help us. This entity seems to be very emotional. Maybe we should give it a couple of decades and then talk to it then?
That sounds fair by me.
So you're helping him on his deception check?
I mean, oh, he wasn't being serious. Okay.
Oh, no, there's no way that you can keep this thing housed for a decade. Not easily, but, you know.
I mean, with Soren's, like, perception and insight sort of thing, I think he would know he's deceiving, but at the same time...
No, that's the thing about Trent. You cannot read him.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Soren's the same, though. He could go either way on that matter.
Yeah. So you are assisting him. Good. 1 decade in eternity means... Oh, nothing? Nothing? Let me guess. Nothing. Yes. Okay, that's fine. Sure. Everybody, please pick up your things. We'll leave him here for the time being. I wonder what happens if we just make it perpetually drown. You know, we'll find out. Let's all leave. And he begins standing up from his position, and the creature immediately, no, stop. Oh, so you wish to talk to us now. Good. You have no care for this vessel, do you? Oh, honestly, I have zero care for it. It means nothing to me, just a noble sacrifice for the betterment of all of Exandria.
Yeah, plus we already have one of his fingers on the back order, so if he does die, we can just reincarnate him from there.
That's a very good point.
Besides, I've only known him a couple weeks, so...
I'm going over to Jimmy.
We're not killing Dorsey.
I'm just leaning down to him, and I'm leaning down to Jimmy and just... We're just trying to trick the demon thing, so don't say anything. We're just trying to pretend. Okay?
And
Good catch. We knew it was coming.
We get to do what we're best at.
like
Being assholes.
What are you saying, Jimmy?
Jimmy is smiling like a kid who is told, like, at his best friend's party, it's gonna be a surprise, don't tell him anything. And he's just like smiling and like excited. This is gonna work.
So, what is it that I need to do to get my freedom? Well, first off, would you like to give us a name? And he pulls out a journal and begins writing. My name is Ikshasa.
So it's not, let's see, or Craven then.
And Ikshasa, where do you come from? The depths of history, buried beneath you all. And I assume we can refer to that as the Abyss. What is the Abyss? Ignorant to its own understanding. Okay, cool. Good. That's good. That's good. He turns back. That is the Abyss. Typically, creatures from there are unaware that they are from the Abyss.
It makes sense.
Yes, of course. It is part of their torment and torture for all of eternity. Don't worry, I can go over in more detail with you if you wish. Later. This is intriguing. So, Ikshasa. What purpose do you serve in possessing all of these bodies? I punish those chosen to live while we die. And I suppose, by your definition, anybody who lives is among that. Of course. Okay. Baby rage. Good.
I believe the term for that is tantrum.
Yes, of course. That's how you translate that to common. Danka. In Zemnian, it just translates to baby rage. So, you wish to torment and torture those of us that live. As a living individual, you have to understand that I am not favorable for you to do this. And yes, I understand you think that we can't stop you, but clearly we can, because we're doing it right now. And it is proving very difficult for us to relinquish you from Zabati. So, tell us, how are you infiltrating this body? The Heart of Heresy. The Heart of Heresy.
Was that the celestial spirit?
I believe that is a yes. So, you have the Heart of Heresy, which allows you to move between this world and the other. And does that also give you this power of possession that you possess? The heart bends to my will and allows me to bend others' hearts to my will. Oh, that is very interesting. Thank you. Now, is this a physical heart, or is it a manifestation of the ability that you have conquered and currently possess in and of yourself? It is my heart. I have it. Right. But it is not on your person, which means it has to be someplace else. Where is your body? My body is lost to the ages. Dust gone. And where was your body last? The creature seems to have, Dorzen seems to have this snarling, angry look at him as it's attempting to evaluate him. Dorzen, can you roll me an insight check? Right now, it only has your stats. Yeah.
Right now.
24. You wish to find it, to destroy me, to take what is mine, the power I have earned. Oh, so you can see through some of this. Okay, good. Is not completely oblivious to the world around it. That's good as well. Ah, well, that is an option for me, but I am a man of my word. There's no reason for me to lie to you. If you tell us where this hut is, and we can find a way to gain it, I promise you that we will give you a physical form for you to have instead of your own.
Can I
And
insight check? Sorry.
you may attempt.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I'm inciting, checking Ikathon about that. Like, not so much. I believe he can give the physical form. That was worded carefully. I'm trying to gauge his intent towards finding the heart.
Sure, roll an insight check.
Fuck.
He is really hard to read. And once you have this physical form, you can do whatever it is you do. But we do want this one back. It seems incredibly resilient and useful. I like this form. This strong. It is greater than boasts. Well, yes, that is why we would like it back. So, do we have ourselves a deal? Dorzen, roll a wisdom save. $19. You give me that form and promise me freedom. I can promise you freedom of consequences from your previous actions before that form, but not of future actions. Then we have a deal. Very good. Now, are you capable of allowing us to speak with Dorzen directly? Dorzen, you blink your eyes. You've been in, like, third-person mode, observing all of this entire time.
You okay in there?
Get this. Creation out of me.
Alright, well, if he decides not to, we will be taking one of your fingers, because Kuma's right. We can...
Are you kidding me?
Of course, definitely.
Well, I mean, why would you take a finger? You can take the second to last toe on the foot. It is utterly useless, except to fill space.
He does have a point on that one.
Yes.
Well, no, because then we take something from this one's form, is what I'm getting at.
I could probably cut out the appendix quite effectively if you want.
All right. I have one question to ask it, if you could interpret.
Oh, yes. I would like to do that for you. First, but I would like a evaluation of yourself, please. Roll me a medicine check, Dorzen. Okay. You feel slightly feverish. Your body's running a little bit colder than usual, but then you notice you don't have Pyramol, so that probably... You're used to running like 10 degrees hotter at all times. You do feel a pressure in your head, but not something that, like, is painful. Just, like, the front of your head has a slight pressure to it. Not like a bruising either. It's just something you haven't experienced before.
Ew. Like an infection.
That is interesting. And also, are you aware while it is piloting your body?
If you mean I could understand what was going on, yes.
Okay. Are you able to communicate with it?
Dorzen attempts to communicate with it. Hey, what was that shit about me being a king?
You are greater than them. Your body and physicality of a truer purpose in creation. They should bow to it.
Turn to Trent. Yes, I can talk to it.
Very good. I would also like to try something else, but it's going to be difficult for me to maintain this. Hedge, can you, give me some good words, please? Yeah. I threw my pencil. Don't snap while you're holding a pencil, people. Oh, great. That's my monitor. Yeah. Thank you. Please have a conversation with it. And he casts Detect Thoughts.
How long were you and that spirit bound together? When did it happen?
Merely less than a decade. Maybe less than a year. Time does not move where it came from. He has to do one concentration roll for each of the spells. Okay, he is successful. Then he drops concentration on that one. Holding two spells at once is very tiring. Okay. So, it appears like the creature has infiltrated directly into his mind, and as such, like a leech, is able to move through and pick specific aspects out from it that it wishes, and is currently communicating with him inside of there as well. So, it is closer to a parasitic infiltration into the spiritual boundaries of the body itself. Which means anything that can shield your mind from either being seen, being interacted with, or being infiltrated. He looks directly at you, Mary. Is something that can stop it from traversing into you.
Right.
That's good to know.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, we sort of already knew that. But...
Well, Dorzen, I apologize. You just need to go night-night once again so it can come back.
Oh, for fuck.
Before you finish that, it's back. So, where is the object? Where is it? I cannot fulfill my end of the bargain if you do not fulfill yours. It lies off the menagerie. Hidden away under the mother's bosom. Are you being cryptic or serious?
Joe, can I do a nature check? Because if that's what I think it is, that's probably some sort of natural formation.
Roll a nature or history. Either one would be effective. Anybody in the party who is from Wildmount may also participate in that, or who has spent a good amount of time in Wildmount, particularly the Menagerie Coast.
Yep.
Okay.
Nature.
Oh, you only get to roll one or the other. So you got
Okay,
history.
yep.
Yeah.
So it's history. Then.
Nature check, Sylvan. The mother is proper, which would refer to the wild mother. And if he's talking about something that is referred to as her bosom, that means something that is nurturing towards nature inside of this area. And because of your recent discoveries of this coast in particular, that would be the mother-size reef outside the Twin Word Isles. Mary, you come up to this because of a few, well, loose-lipped, drunken individuals that you may have gotten way too drunk intentionally to steal from all of them, who were singing of the mother's bosom's shanti, which is literally about people who go seeking it will crash into the reef and die. The reef is incredibly difficult to traverse on boat, but less difficult than the aspects of Craven. Let me make that perfectly clear. It's difficult for mundane individuals to traverse on boat.
Right. I think I've heard of the place.
I think I know where it's at.
It's the reef, right? So Ren, just so we're in agreement.
Yeah. Yes, the reef that idiots keep trying to go through. I've heard about it.
Yeah.
Quick question to Jero too. The what was her name? The Quetzalcoatl that we met, was she the one referring to that reef before as well?
Anoa? Yes.
No, yes. Okay.
Isn't that the one where there's a big area of darkness where all the Cravens were?
The Cravens never went past the reef. They never even touched it. That was kind of like the limit of where they went.
So
it is protected by her and her chosen servants.
Of course.
So, what you're saying is it will be difficult for us to prove that it is actually there and retrieve it. Well then, in the meantime, we are going to keep you inside of Dorzen until we can successfully get it. And all of you are going to have to ensure that Dorzen does not fall unconscious. Okay? Okay. But, here, let me just, he moves into the circle towards the finger and, puts a ring on it.
If you don't like it, then you should have put a ring on it.
Kuma, I will need your assistance for this. Hold his mouth open.
All right.
All right.
Do not consent to this.
Opposed athletics, Kuma and Dorzen.
Rage. You opening that mouth.
And you are restrained, so you do have disadvantage. Anyways, he won. Yeah, you're trying to like hold it, and he just holds it open enough. Trent pulls out a sliver of a little creature that's yellow and bluish and just puts it on your tongue as it slides in. Immediately once this happens, Dorzen, you become attuned to the ring of mind shielding, and the creature's just in you.
Quick question. Is there any nature check I can do to determine what the fuck that was? The creature?
Arcana check, not nature.
Well, yeah, that figures.
Yeah. Roll me a nature check, however. Both of you may roll a nature check.
Okay, that's bullshit.
All right, get him out of the way. It didn't happen earlier, so hey, that's. Yeah, neither of you understand it or what it is. Mary, you have the idea that it's probably not a natural creature, probably something that has been adapted. But Dorzen, you feel it in your stomach. Oh, that's weird. Well, that creature should have made you automatically attuned to the ring, and I'm sorry, but anything else you are wearing, you are now unattuned to because of it.
Ah, well, you can attune back later, Dorson. It's fine.
Yes, of course. This is just the only way I could force the creature into attuning to the ring so that you can be in control again.
But he's still going to have to wear the shackles to make sure the creature still remains bound to him.
Not necessarily. I do not believe the creature can willingly leave his body unless he goes unconscious. So, that is why I said all of you have to ensure Dorzen does not go unconscious.
What if... what about when he sleeps? Can you do that?
Sleeping is not unconsciousness. Sleeping is your mind wandering into far-off places in the depths of your own mind. If anything, your mind is much more powerful when you sleep than when you are awake.
So basically make sure that if he's in combat, make sure he doesn't get knocked out.
Yes, and if he does, have the shackles. Which, by the way, he looks at you, Jimmy. Your creation? Holding the like looking at the shackles.
Oh, yeah, recent actually.
Very impressive.
Thank you.
I have my own adaptation of such an item, though it is not as durable against creatures traveling so much as it is useful in the way of turning off magic.
I'd love to take a look at it if you had that. If we had that time available, of
Yes,
course.
unfortunately, I do not believe we do.
Well, we do have some more time right now, don't we?
Unfortunately, we do not. I have to examine that construct.
The big sphere that's right behind us.
Yeah. There was no way any of you guys could fit that into the bag of holding. It's too big.
Yeah, there's no way in hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, no way, no.
Don't
Where's
pay no
Fear, the-
attention to the lizard man with the bag of holding walking out of the room. Look at the big shiny metal thing.
Which, by the way, Jimmy got the final blow on that.
Jimmy, you did. On the creature? Because as I heard it from Hedge, it was Mary who knocked it unconscious.
Yes, that's right.
She knocked it unconscious, but Jimmy's the one that got it to the state it's in, which
Oh, I
is
know.
technically dead.
I mean, she subdued the creature, which is defeating it.
Because I remember the contract saying whoever got
Defeat them.
the killing blow is what I remember.
Well, the killing
I-
blow or the one who defeats it. Regardless, this is semantics, and I assure you all of you are going to be compensated incredibly handsomely for all of this.
Very good.
Yes.
And Kuma, don't try to cheat me out of my reward. You got yours.
Well, well, semantics aside, if there's nothing else that we need to do in here, I'm tired of staying in here, and I'm gonna go check the outside world. And Soen begins walking to the exit of the mansion.
Yes, by all means. Sylvan, you did a very good job. You should be proud of yourself. He looks at everybody else. I honestly have no idea why he doesn't like me so much.
That's his
doesn't like
default
anyone,
state around
really.
most people.
Is he ageist or something? Like,
No. That's just his default state around anyone he's
Yeah.
new.
He was born on the wrong side of the bed.
That could be very unfortunate.
Yeah.
Wow. I
Anyways,
suppose the next plan is
I suppose.
going to be tomorrow, and then figure out where in the wreath this heart is. Am I right?
yes. And speaking of which, all of you have something that you should walk out and see, please. And he escorts you all out. As you get out of this magnificent mansion, he gestures up to the top of the nearest little hillside available, where you all travel up for a little bit. Sylvan, it's your choice to have already walked ahead of them and we're heading back to sleep or not.
Yeah, no. The main reason Soen left was because he wanted to check to make sure like everything with nature was okay now, or if there's still shit going on.
So, you all meet Sylvan on top of this hilltop where you look across the ocean, and although there is a magnificent amount of rain falling, you do see the expanse of this eldritch creature is beginning to sink back into the water.
Well, that's fantastic.
Oh, thank gods.
Yes, I agree. You all did a incredible job here today, so I'm very proud of you all. I would like to contract you to help out with getting that item and compensate you all. But we should take a week or so to gather ourselves up. Be prepared.
Right.
I believe this journey is only going to become more difficult.
I agree, and as Mary put it in a conversation we had, I should attempt. You can see that this is like physically like hurting Soren to like say this kind of thing. We could use some help. As well as you are well connected, do you think that you could maybe take out some of our reward as payment for augments that our party, needs?
I can see what I can do. And on this note, this is where we are going to end tonight's session. However, players, don't go anywhere. You have a level up to do.
Yeah!
Yes.
Yay.
Players, thank you very much for playing. Viewers, thank you for watching. I hope you all had a very good time, and we will see you next time. Goodbye.